Hi Sam. Welcome back to our vocabulary podcast. Today, we're exploring the word
Bett.
Bett.
What does that mean?
Bett.
means bed in English. It refers to the piece of furniture where people sleep. The most common usage is definitely for sleeping, but it can also mean a place for resting or lounging.
Interesting. Are there any tricky parts about it?
Yes, there are some false friends to watch out for. In English, bet sounds similar, but it means to risk money on a game or event, which is completely different from
Bett.
What about grammar? Is there anything I need to know?
sure.
Bett.
Is a neuter noun, so it uses the article.
Das.
In plural, it becomes.
Die Betten.
So, you would say,
Das Bett ist bequem.
for, the bed is comfortable, and
Die Betten sind bequem.
for, the beds are comfortable.
Got it. What about verb forms?
Since
Bett.
is a noun, let's focus on verbs associated with it. For example, you could use the verb,
Liegen.
which means to lie. In present tense, you say,
Ich liege. Du liegst.
and.
Liegt.
In past tense, it's.
Ich lag.
And in perfect, you would say,
Ich habe gelegen.
So, I could say,
Ich liege im Bett.
for I lie in bed.
exactly. That's perfect. If you wanted to give a command, you could say,
Lieg ins Bett.
for lie in bed.
This is starting to make sense. Where does the word
Bett.
come from?
Bett.
Has roots in the old High German word,
Betty.
which is related to the act of lying down. Over time, it has kept its meaning associated with a place for sleeping.
I find that fascinating.
Let's break down the word
Bett.
into its components. It's actually quite simple and doesn't have a prefix or suffix. It's a standalone word, which makes it easier to remember.
So, it's like a single Lego block.
Exactly. And since it doesn't separate, just think of
Bett.
as your cozy block for sleep.
Are there any similar words to
Bett.
Yes. We can group them by similar themes. For example, with the same root, there's
Betttuch.
which means bed sheet. Then there's also
Bettwäsche.
which means bed linen.
What about some compounds?
Good question. There's,
Hochbett,
which is a loft bed, and,
Futternapf,
which means pet bed.
What about suffixes?
Sure. You can find words like,
Bettgestell,
which means bed frame, and,
Bettläufer,
meaning bed runner.
Wow, that's a lot of related words.
Now let's practice speaking. Imagine you're at a hotel checking in. You could say,
Ich habe ein Zimmer mit einem Bett reserviert.
which means I have reserved a room with a bed.
I'll try.
Ich habe ein Zimmer mit einem Bett reserviert.
Perfect. Another situation might be when you're talking to a friend about needing rest. You could say,
Ich möchte jetzt ins Bett gehen.
which means I want to go to bed now.
Ich möchte jetzt ins Bett gehen.
Great job. Lastly, if you're at the doctor's office, you might say,
Ich kann im Bett nicht schlafen.
meaning I can't sleep in bed.
Ich kann im Bett nicht schlafen.
Now, let's think about gender memory hints. Since
Bett,
is neuter, you can remember it by the ending, which is less common in masculine or feminine nouns.
That's helpful.
And for the mnemonic, imagine a cozy bed with fluffy pillows and soft blankets.
Are there any usage notes I should keep in mind?
Yes. The word is quite neutral, so you can use it in both formal and informal situations. Some typical collocations are
Bett machen,
for, to make the bed,
ins Bett gehen,
for, to go to bed, and
im Bett liegen,
for, to lie in bed.
And similar words to avoid confusing are
Bett,
and.
Bett.
Exactly. That's a common mistake.
Can you give me some example sentences?
Sure. Here's one.
Das Bett ist zu klein für 2 Personen.
Which means the bed is too small for 2 people.
That's clear.
Another one is,
Ich habe letzte Nacht gut im Bett geschlafen.
meaning I slept well in bed last night.
Nice.
How about this one?
Mein Hund schläft immer auf meinem Bett.
Which translates to my dog always sleeps on my bed.
I love that.
Let's do a quick recall check. What is the article for?
Bett,
It's
Das.
Correct. What's the plural form?
it's
Die Betten.
Good. What's the German verb for to lie?
it's
Liegen.
Right. Can you give me a command using it?
Lieg ins Bett.
Perfect. Last question, where does the word
Bett,
come from?
It comes from Old High German.
Excellent work, Sam. Today we learned about
Bett.
its meanings, grammar, and usage.
Thanks, Alex. I feel more confident using it now.
That's great to hear. Keep practicing, and I'm looking forward to our next session.